Hi students, Mr. C here. I said to you that when we flattened out the whole surface, then we'd be ready to go to our next step. But what I'd like to do is since we have this whole thing flattened, what I wanted to do is show you kind of a sneak peek of what this will look like when it has the epoxy polished out of it. Now all I'm doing is just pouring solvent on here real quick, and I have a shop towel, and of course I'm protecting my hands. But what I wanted to do was just show you essentially what this will look like once the finish is, well, the polish is on it. The finish is going to be the epoxy resin. So I wet the whole surface down with a solvent so that way you can see. Now clearly I don't want to leave the solvent, a rag all bunched up, and yes, I was wearing rubber gloves. I'll let these air out here like this, but I want to show you essentially how this is going to look. It will be a little bit more shiny, I guess you could say, and it'll give you some depth, but this gives you a pretty good idea of how this is going to look when it's done. This is a phenomenal green right in here, this walnut. Kind of see some of the depth in here. I just wanted to show you this. So this is the top. Now the side or the bottom part of the form has not been removed. As you can kind of see some of the different layers here, but this is the particle board that will be removed from here. But I thought this was pretty interesting looking right here, where you can see where the piece of wood is coming up in the whole thing. I want to just make sure I protected my hands from the solvent. So now that we have this flattened out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the bottom off. We'll cut this perfectly square to the finished sizes, sand the edges, and then we're going to coat very, very lightly 2 coats of epoxy on all surfaces, the ends, the sides, the top, and the bottom. Once we've done that, we have enough surface that we can polish that out, so we can bring that up to a high gloss. So you'll see what that's like. I hope that you like what you see so far. And remember, if you want to go ahead and you have a chance to win this, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and in the comment box put something that you learned, and that'll go ahead and get you an entry, okay? Until next time, this is Mr. C in the shop. We'll see you. Bye.